Y'all sick, y'all sick. All right, Shalom, Shalom. I'm your brother Pariah. All right, the real Hebrew Israelites come out here week in and week out. Prophesy of the evils coming to America, and to preach the gospel of the kingdom to the so-called Negroes, like Hispanics, and Native Americans on their side. You are the real children of Israel. And you got to repent, come back to your power before the evil days come. All right? But before that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Amen. Double honor to our teachers, the head apostles, the elders over there in Great Millstone. And shalom to my fellow neighbors out there that's doing the work in sincerity and in truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters out there that believe on the gospel. All right? Let's get the book of Psalms 9 and 7. Let's start off there. Because everything that the Lord is about to bring, and he has prepared for America, it all found written in this book, man. And this book was written mourning, lamentations, and woe. And the Most High prepared his throne for judgment. Everything that's coming, all the evil times is coming from Yahweh Shem Shah, the God of Israel, the Lord of hosts. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9, and verse 7. But the Most High shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. You see that? The Most High is about to judge this world, man. All right? And you got to get your shit together and come back to the Lord, or you're going to get caught up in it. Let's get the book of Ezekiel, chapter 5. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 5, and verse 15. It says, so it shall be a reproach, and a taunt, and instruction, and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about you. The judgment of Yahweh Shem shall about to bring. It says, astonishment to the nations that are round about you, when I shall execute judgments in you, in anger and in fury, and in rebuke, and in furious rebukes. I, the Most High, have spoken it. See that? The Most High has spoken it, man. He's about to execute judgments in Israel. All right, woe to Jerusalem, man. I just book of 16, chapter 16. It's like, it says, when I shall send upon them evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you. And I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break your staff of bread. All right, this staff goes into your stability, man. All right, you had got comfort food. All right, food. All right, man. The Most High to come to God with this stuff, man. All right, you're gonna be unstable in these times, man. All right, you're not gonna be able to sleep. You're not gonna be able to eat or drink. All right, all these things is gonna get bad from Jake. It says, I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break your staff of bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts. All right, so Musa got those pretty creatures. I just spoke another Western South, 11, chapter 17, verse 9. It says, and evil beasts, and they shall berate and pestilence and blood shall pass through you. I will bring the sword upon you. I, Yahweh Shem shall have spoken it. All right? Lord's going to send famine and evil beasts. Man. And these are nothing but spirits created for vengeance, man. Get that in the book of Sirach, chapter 39. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. At the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail. Famine. And that famine is coming to the shores of America, man. All right, Esau is besieging people. Okay, he's about to send a great famine in the land. It says fire and hail and famine and death All these were created for vengeance. So you have Bashem Shah, the God of heaven, and the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. How you doing, bro?
Shalom, bro. Y'all can up y'all.
What doctor you follow?
What?
What camp you follow?
Well, I was with that camp out in New York City, which is where it originated from. But I got
One West?
One West, 125th Street. But the last street was on Madison Avenue. I got on LA. 30 years now. Huh?
GMS?
What was that?
Great Millstone.
No, I ain't familiar with that one.
That's Hospital. On the West, they teach Great Millstone.
Which apostle? Which one?
There's four. The main at
What's their names?
Apostle Ramiyamla, Ariyamla, Apostle Ha, Apostle Ba, Apostle Ha. All right, and they all teach spreading the gospel, man. That's what we learn from. All right, I'm not in GMS, but I do learn from their doctrine. All right.
So who you with?
I'm just teaching. I'm a student. Man. I'm a learner. But I'm going out here to prophesy the downfall of America. That's what it's. Right.
Well, I live here now. Yes, I was raised here, but like I said, I grew up in Cleveland. But when I moved to LA, that's when I got the truth from the brothers out there. I was bishop and high priest of the city of Minneapolis.
Good.
That's where I got the church started at. The Lord used me to build 3 churches. Minneapolis, LA, and Miami.
So like that is.
Just what I'm getting at. What you studying?
I go to Birmingham. I teach the chapel.
Say that again?
I do the chapel. Watch.
Oh, they watch on the channel?
Yeah, I
See
teach
the
the
brother
chapel
first. Y'all have classes now?
Teach on how we
All right, I understand that.
Yeah, I'm about to continue on this.
Go ahead, what you breaking down?
Right, going to the family that's coming to America. You got to do a great family in this land. Right? You got the stuff, they cutting off the supplies and resources that go here to America. We're about to be short.
Yes, sir. They got them sitting out on the seesaws right now.
Exactly. So, about to take the seeds from America, man. It's going to be a great family. Nation wide here. It's going to be kind of on the highest level.
Yeah, that's what yep.
But these are spirits that Heavenly Father has sent from the third heaven. It's about to,
it's the Illuminati. See,
he used
the 12 heads.
He used the wicked, man. Yeah. So I'm about to continue on. It says, so Rock chapter 39 and verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on such strokes, and the time of destruction their part their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail, and famine, and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when he is. And when their time is come, they shall not trespass his word. All right, the Father about to send his angels upon this world.
It started already with that virus.
Right.
That's the first plague.
It's going to be more than one. Yeah. Yahweh Shai, Christ.
So y'all calling you Yahweh Shai?
Yeah, Mashiach Yahweh Shai is his name in Hebrew. All right, let's go to the book of...
Well, I hear what you're saying. We used to call him Yahweh Shai until we found out that Moses didn't speak to God the Father. He spoke to Christ.
Hey, teachers on. Never let you have that.
I hear you, brother.
Everybody believe different stuff. Amen. But that don't mean everybody's right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it is what it is.
No, like I said, we used to call him Yahweh Shai, and we got to stop because we got more understanding on who Moses was actually talking. When you read chapter 3, it wasn't God the Father that came down in the burning bush and spoke to Moses. It was Christ. That angel was Christ.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. All right, and that's what the Lord is about to do. He's about to send evil angels upon Jerusalem. All right, it's going to be a lot of people that die of this famine. Let's get the book of 2 Andrew real quick. 2 Andrew 6.
Go ahead, brother. Just speak loud. Yep. That's sacred right there.
perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. And then where dung goes into boo or shit. All right? That's how these bodies gonna be laying out on the ground. Many people gonna die. All right? It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall sword destroy. Who is the sword of the Lord? It's Psalm 17 and verse 13. The sword of the Lord is Esau eating the so-called white man. All right? And it says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the cities shall be cast down. All right, it's gonna look like I Am Legend out here, man. When y'all brothers, y'all seen that movie, all right, this whole land is gonna be waste, man. All right, there gonna be no more men left to cut the grass. All right, the vines and the grass gonna go tall, gonna go up on the side of the buildings and stuff. The land gonna look real bad out here, man. It's gonna be a great famine. Go back to the beginning. Let's get the book of Jeremiah 4 and 14.
Want me to read that?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, and verse 14. It says, "O Jerusalem, wash your heart from wickedness, that you may be saved. How long shall your vain thoughts lodge within you?" All right? The Lord is speaking to you, Israel. All right? You got to wash your heart from wickedness. You got to come out of the ways of the world. All right? You got to depart from the shadow of Egypt, man. All right? You got to come out of her. Continue to come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sin, and that you receive not of her plagues. Right? Yep. Let's go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 4, because that's what our fathers did, man. Our forefathers longed to rebel, and the Lord is not to be like them, man. Let's get the book of Zechariah, chapter 1.
How come you got nobody out there?
I'm praying for some of those ladies.
Yeah, it is.
No, but hey, it is what it is.
I'm here. I help read for you. You just prophesy and I read scripture.
Listen. All right, this is the book of, you got to walk together, take your kids with you. You got to teach them, man. This is the book of Ezekiel.
I agree with you. Negroes in America are the real Jews. And you was the they were the priests for the Israel until Christ came and fulfilled all the
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 1, and verse 2. All right, it says, "The Most High has been sore displeased with your fathers. Therefore say thou unto them, thus said the Most High of hosts, turn ye unto me, said the Lord of hosts, and I will return unto you, said the Lord of hosts." All right, so you got to cut the Lord, and you can't find come as you are in the scriptures, man. You got to cleanse your way first and come to the Lord. All right? The Lord requires you to be holy and obedient, sons and daughters. Then you're going to see. All right, verse 4, "Be not as your father, unto whom the former prophets cried, saying, thus said the Lord of hosts, turn you now from your evil ways and from your evil doings. But they did not hear nor hearken unto me, said the Most High. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants, the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, like as the Lord of hosts thought to do unto us, according to our ways and according to our doings, so have you dealt with us. And it's because of our disobedience, man. Our rebellion against our power. That's why we got those persons on us, man. And the Lord is about to bring even more destruction on us. Because we will turn him in these last days.
How have we rebelled against the Lord?
All right? Because we've been disobedient unto his law, statutes, and commandments, and rejected his prophets. our people,
even still to this
the stress and calamity is about to come on the people, man. They refuse,
it's here now.
yeah, and ain't no turning back.
The fires, the floods, the virus.
Let's get the book of Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 1. This book of Jeremiah chapter 15, in verse 1. And it says, Then said the Most High to me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto you, whither shall we go forth? Because when these destructions and stuff come to pass, they're going to try to seek a vision from the prophets. All right, and this is what we're going to tell them. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto you, whither shall we go forth? What we got to do? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Most High, Yahweh Shem Al Shah of hosts, such as for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity, man. All right, people say, hey, go get your judgment, because you had your chance. Return back to the Lord, man. The doors of mercy is closing right now. You see the countless many of people that drive by. Right? They don't come to inquire for the Lord. It's going to be to their own destruction, man, because they refuse to hear the words of the Lord. All right? Verse 5, for who shall have pity upon you, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan you? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? You have forsaken me, said the Most High. You are going backward. All right? The Lord calls a backsliding people. All right? Backsliding children, man. It says, thou art going backward. Therefore, I will stretch out my hand against you and destroy you. I am weary with it. All right, let's jump to verse 16 and 23. For thus said the Most High concerning the sons, like you, my bad. For thus said the Most High concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place. All right, born in the land of America, aka Babylon the Great, Egypt, that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them. So the whole family, and concerning their fathers that got them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. Guess what's coming to America, man? All you people that reject the words of the Lord, you're going to die of grievous death, man.
That's my favorite chapter.
A death by pain. So it says, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as gone upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be eaten, and their carcasses. It says, but they shall be gone upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. Because the Lord said in Ezekiel 7, in verse 24 or verse 25, if I'm not mistaken, he said he's going to send the worst of the heathen, man. They're going to destroy their houses, man. There's going to be some Jakes, some Israelites that's going to try to fight and rebel against martial law. But they're going to cut you down and mow you down into the grass, man. All right, they're not playing with you, man. All right? And they're going to come and destroy you people. It's going to be a mass slaughter of you Israelites, man.
Hey, brother, can I ask you a question? Why you choose this corner?
Why should
This corner.
we got my daycare across the street. And it's
Man,
connected
brothers
to,
and sisters that need to hear it, they right on the next corner over here, right on the corner there.
they want to hear that come down. All right, so it says, go with it.
They sitting over there right now, ready to hear the word. Just sit.
They come down here. They probably come over here. Got the internet, all this people. What you get? I'm not hitting out in the open.
I mean, you hear it. You the first brother I've seen.
It's of the Lord.
So, where can I get in touch with y'all again?
I get to you after Lord willing, after I finish the live stream, we get down the picture. Pop sign. I'll let you know. YouTube channel. So it says, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine. All right, a grievous famine is coming into this land, man. And the carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. All right, so these spirits, not spirits, but these beasts, these newly created creatures, the how about Mount Shai got prepared, that he about to let loose on the people here in America, and especially the Jakes out there. All right, and ultimately you heathen as well. All right, and they gonna eat your dead bodies, man. Your body is gonna be food for the beasts of the field. Verse 5, for thus said the Lord, enter not into the house of warning, neither go to lament for them, nor bemoan for them. For I have taken away my peace from this people. That's right. Said the Lord, even loving kindness and mercy. Both the great and the small shall die in this land. They shall not be buried, neither shall men for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bow for them. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning, to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them cup of consolation to drink for their father, nor or for their mother. Thou shalt not go, thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting, to sit with them to eat and to drink. And that's what you see Israel do today, man. They in the voice of mirth. All right? They living it up, they having a good time here in America.
Celebrate a heathen holiday, Halloween, demons and devils.
Yep. And all this shit go back
That's short. That's Deuteronomy chapter 18. The Lord said, don't even deal with that. No, Deuteronomy, it says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Deuteronomy chapter
18. Verse 9, for thus said Jehovah Shema Shah of hosts, the power of Israel. Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. And it shall come to pass when you shall show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore have the Most High pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Most High power? Then thou shalt say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Most High, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. And ye have done worse than your fathers. Behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me.
That's why Israel ain't got no respect for nothing today. Talking about a whole generation of children that don't respect their parents, don't respect no elders, have no regard for life at all. Just going around shooting and killing and getting all on drugs.
Yep. Because we are the person, man. They disobedient. Right? Verse 13, I will cast you out of this land into a land that you know not, and that's what happened during the slave trade. It happened multiple times. All right? That ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall you serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. All right? That's why people on the side, shooting up meth, shooting up heroin, all right? On all type of drugs, just fucking destroy it, man. All right? Done for. All right, let's get the book of Jeremiah chapter 6.
You come out here every Wednesday?
Yep.
So you'll be here next Wednesday also?
Yep. Well, what?
Lord will.
Yep. The book of Jeremiah chapter 44. Verse.
Let me read it.
Listen. Good talk. So it says, Jeremiah chapter 44 and verse 2. Thus saith the Most High of hosts, the power of Israel. You have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem and upon all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day there are desolation, and no man dwell therein, because of their wickedness which they have committed, to provoke me to anger. So all the shit that you people doing, all right, you think that it's okay in the eyes of Yahweh. Which is not. The Lord is angry with your doing, man. And don't know. You don't know what the Heavenly Father expects of you because you can't think, man. All people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. It says, verse 3, for because of their wickedness, which they have committed to provoke me to anger, and that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods, whom they knew not, neither they, ye nor your fathers. Howbeit I say unto you, all my servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. That's what the Lord got us out here doing now, man. But the Lord sent us to a rebellious nation, the children of Israel.
These churches ain't teaching the truth. They worshiping a different God. These churches, they ain't worshiping the God of the Bible.
Exactly.
Sunday is the wrong day to go to worship the Lord. It's supposed to be Saturday, the Sabbath day.
Saturday's not Sabbath. Sabbath come in on the moon.
That's one Sabbath. Isn't there a Sabbath every day? Every week the Lord rests.
Mm-hmm.
The seventh day of the week, that's Exodus chapter 20.
You know what? It's actually the it comes in with the new moon.
Well, yeah, the new moon is a Sabbath, yes. That's one of them.
And it says, this is Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, he said unto me, son of man, I send you to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans on the side, you are rebellious people. I sent thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation. They have rebelled against me, and they and their fathers have transgressed against me, even to this very day, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send you unto them, and you shall say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, and whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, they are they are rebellious house, yet shall know that they have been a prophet among them. And that's how it's gonna happen. It's gonna play out in these days, man. They're gonna search from the east unto the west, try to seek out the service of the Lord, but they're not gonna be able to find them, man. The Lord's gonna shut our mouth time. It says, verse 4 again from the top, Jeremiah 44 and 4, howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets. All right? It's prophets on this side and on this side of the world, and the prophets on the other side of the world, man. So it's constantly every single day the Lord is sending his service unto you, man. Tell you to turn from your wicked ways, repent, turn back to the Lord, believe the gospel, man. You're not fighting. All right? It's going to lead to your destruction. It says, but they hearken not. All my servants, the prophets, it's like it. But they hearken not, nor incline their ears to turn from their wickedness, to burn incense unto other gods. Wherefore my fury and my anger was poured forth and was kindled in the cities of Judah. All right? It's going to be kindled in Tuskegee as well. It's going to be kindled all across America, all the cities here in America, man. The Lord is going to kindle a fire, man. Shall they be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? The Most High is about to bring nothing but destruction and chaos and anarchy, man. It's gonna be like the purge in these lands of America, man. It says, and it was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they are wasted and desolate as it this day. Therefore now thus saith the Most High, the power of hosts, the power of Israel. Wherefore commit ye this great evil against your souls, to cut off from you man and woman, child and son. So it's gonna be old people, all right, young little babies, infants, all right, women, all you gonna get numbered to the sword because you refuse to turn back to the Lord. It says, cut off from you man and woman, child and suckling, out of Judah to be you none remain. None to remain. But in this land, it's gonna be the elect that's gonna be saved out the perils, man. All right, all the distress and the evil that's about to come. Only the elect gonna make it through it. Deserve. All right, hey, and that ye provoke me unto wrath with the works of your hands, burning incense to other gods, idols. All right, you can say the gods of the nations are idols, man. The Most High, the God of Israel, Yahweh Shem Shai, the one and only true power, man. And he's alive for today. All right, other gods in the land of Egypt. All right, that Egypt is America, man. Wherefore, it said, whither you be going to dwell, and that you might cut yourselves off, and that ye might be a curse and a reproach among all nations of the earth. Have you forgotten the wickedness of your fathers, and the wickedness of the kings of Judah, and the wickedness of their wives, and your own wickedness and the wickedness of your wives, which they committed in the land of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. They are not humble, even unto this day, neither have they feared, nor walked in my law, nor in my statutes that I set before you and before your fathers, man. In Israel, my people are my people. They refuse to be humble, man. But they don't get humble by this great famine, man. The Lord is going to humble you to your humble. Get the book of Hosea. I get the book of Hosea, chapter 5 and 5.
See, they drive by and blow their horns, but they ain't stopping to listen.
It's Hosea chapter 5.
You stop me in my tracks.
In verse 5. The Lord, I didn't do shit. The Lord did.
That's right.
All right, this is Hosea 5 and 5. And the pride of Israel shall testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them. So the northern and the southern kingdom, y'all gonna fall to the sword. All right, so let's go back here to Jeremiah 44. It says, they are not humble, verse 10 from the top, they are not humble even unto this day. Neither have they feared, nor walk in my law, nor in my statutes that I set before you and before your fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Most High of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will set my face against you for evil, and to cut off and to cut off all Judah. All right, the Lord is going to set His face against you people for evil, man. The Lord is not going to allow His face to shine upon you, man. All right, right? The Lord is not going to save you, man, because you have sinned against Him. It says, and I will take the remnant of Judah that have set their faces to go in the land of Egypt. That's what you trust in, man. Go to them that go down in the land of Egypt for help. It says to sojourn there, and they shall all be consumed and fall in the land of Egypt, in America, Babylon the Great. They shall even be consumed by the sword and by the famine. They shall die from the least even to the greatest. By the sword and by the famine, they shall be an execration and an astonishment and a curse and a reproach. For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, man. As I have punished Jerusalem by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, man. So there's gonna be way more diseases besides this C19 that's out right now. It says, I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, as I have punished Jerusalem by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, so that none of the remnant of Judah, which are going to the land of Egypt to sojourn there, shall escape or remain, because this destruction is going to work in that, not for them to escape. They are the Lord shall come as in the thief in the night. All right, so continuing on, shall return to the land of Judah, to the which they have desired. That's pretty much it. Let's get the book of
Take your time.
let's get the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, verse 2 says, gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather, O nation, not desire. All right, and the Lord is going to gather us by way of His truth. All right, the doctrine is information, is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, gather yourselves together. All right, this look at Isaiah 34 and verse 16. All right, your spirit have gathered them. Right, it says, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass at the child, before the fierce anger of Yahweh will come upon you. Therefore, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. All right, so we gotta get right before the day of the Lord come to pass. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have brought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be you shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. You got to turn yourself from your transgressions, that iniquity shall not be your ruin. Get the book of Ezekiel, chapter 14, and verse 6. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 14, and verse 6. It says, therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Most High Power, repent and turn yourselves from your idols, and turn away your faces from all your abominations. And it says, for every one of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourned in Israel, will separate himself from me, and set up his idols in his heart, and put the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and come into a prophet to inquire from me. I'm the Most High will answer by myself. So you got to turn away from our transgressions. All right? You got to remember the Lord in the days of your youth. While the evil days come not, let's get that in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 1. Remember now your Creator in the days of your youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And you're going to have no pleasure in this famine when it comes, man. All right, it's going to be very grievous here in the land of America, man. It says, while the sun or the light, or the moon or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds return not after the rain. Return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house will trouble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. All right? And there's going to be no jobs left in America. Ain't no work for the men in Egypt, man. It says, cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows shall be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, because a man shall desire to go and see that shall not be able. It's going to be lockdowns in front, right? Doors be shut in the streets when it's time to buy the goat, and he shall rise up in the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right? This land is going to completely be desolate, and scripture tell you that sorrows and mourning shall come upon you on every side, man. Let's get that in the book of 2 Ezra, 15th chapter. I want to say 16th chapter. 2 Ezra, chapter 16. I want to say 16. And verse 16, verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of birth. Great pains could pass her wounds. All right, the labor pains. Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side, man. That's what's going to pass. For America, aka Babylon, great. It's gonna be great sorrows here in America, man. But if you want to escape from the sorrows, you gotta seek your power. All right? You gotta turn back here, bro. But we know 45C not gonna turn. Because you stiff neck. One third one. Yeah, third one. Only the remnant is gonna turn, man. All right, this is the book of Romans chapter 11. Romans chapter 11 and verse um, 5. Going back to that point. It's on the remnant that's going to return to the Lord. Even so, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then there's no more works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then there's no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for.